You're welcome. Here are your podcast scripts for May 4th and May 5th, each 700 plus words and crafted in your sharp, faithful Who is that saint? Tone. Studio microphone May 4th. Blessed. Today on Who is that saint? We meet a man who never made headlines, never led a diocese, never left his monastery, but who lived a life so radiant in hidden holiness, the Church couldn't ignore it. Blessed Michael Giedroyc was born in Lithuania in the 15th century into a noble family. He had everything, except health. Born with severe physical disabilities, possibly dwarfism, and often in pain, Michael had no military future, no political future, and in the eyes of most people, no future at all. But God sees what the world refuses to look at. Michael was educated in Krakow, Poland, where he became a master of the arts, likely in literature and theology. But instead of chasing prestige, he chose obscurity. He joined the Augustinian canons at the Church of St. Mark, not as a priest but as a lay brother. He worked as a sacristan, quietly preparing the altar, caring for vestments, and keeping the church in order. That's it. That was his job. For decades. But behind that simple task was a furnace of prayer. Michael practiced intense penance. He fasted, prayed for hours, and embraced a life of voluntary poverty. He lived in a cell so small and bare it made monks' quarters look luxurious. But he wasn't grim. He radiated peace. People came to him not for miracles or sermons but because he listened. Because he cared. And occasionally because he knew things no one had told him. He had the gift of insight, often revealing hidden truths or gently offering correction. He was also deeply devoted to the Eucharist and the Passion of Christ. The sufferings he endured became part of his spiritual offering. When he died in 1485, he was already venerated as a saint by the people of Krakow. Pilgrims came to his tomb. Miracles were reported. His holiness had left a deep imprint, not through power but through humility. And then, centuries passed. For a long time, Michael Giedroyc remained in obscurity, almost canonized by popular devotion, but not formally recognized. It wasn't until 2018, over 500 years later, that Pope Francis confirmed his beatification, officially declaring him blessed. Why the delay? Because saints like Michael don't demand attention. They just change lives in quiet corners of the world. In a world obsessed with platforms, Blessed Michael Giedroyc shows us the power of anonymity, of prayer, of choosing obscurity for the sake of holiness. Heaven sees what the world ignores. Quote of the day. Attributed by tradition. Let me suffer here so that others may find peace.